stehen natürlich alle sehr cool hier rum. Was haben wir hier? Kurze Mitteilung, die freundliche Genehmigung des Kommandos, der in die Allgemeinheit weitergegeben wird. Wichtig, eine Uhr, die Maske. Wichtig, eine Uhr der Marke Delibana mit ihrem Ziffernblatt mit Formel Seestands wurde als verloren gemeldet. Sie befindet sich seit 4 Generationen im Familienbesitz.
Whether you like it or not, I'm coming to you, Rahitra.
Der Kondor. Warum macht die da nicht die Augen zu?
Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra.
Ach, das ist ein komisches Glas davor, ja. Med 5.
It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here?
Nehmen wir es an.
Different sections. Different elevator cards? They really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around.
Ja. Ja. Komme ich gleich zu. Erstmal gucke ich hier vorne rum. Hier ist offen. Hm? Kenne ich von dem Film. Also nicht mehr welcher. 2001? Ende? Oh. Erneuter Antrag auf Erlaubnis eines zur Arbeit an privaten Projekten. Gut. Einen Antrag zur Erteilung eines Antragsbonus. Schädelinterner und Simulator. Oh Gott. Wie gesagt, lese ich mir durch, wenn ich das Buch lese. Sollte gut werden.
Someone tried to eat soap.
Okay. Kann nicht. Das finde ich auch interessant. Ich kann nicht lesen. Gott. Ich habe total die Orientierung verloren gerade.
He couldn't get out. Poor bastard.
Eine echt schöne Landschaft.
This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it.
Ich mache mir alle Optionen auf.
Rahitra must have given them something to calm them down, as he did in a hideout.
Jetzt Zigaretten. Verschlossene Tür. So ein Zigarettenmagazin jetzt hier erstmal nicht. Jetzt muss ich schon wieder durch die Toten durch. Professor Asima, am 24. Tag der Mission außerhalb der Basis aufgefunden. Symptome, Bewusstseinsstörungen, Kinese, Mutismus, Amnesie, keine Reaktion auf komplexe Stimuli. Ursache unbekannt. Erwachen für den 66. Tag der Mission angesetzt. Jo. Auch ein Fenster. So. Hat vielleicht auf jemanden geschossen. Schutz gegen Fliegen, chemische Ansätze. Wir können der Besetzung von der Landung auf Regis 3 aber verabreichen. Wirkungseintritt zu langsam. Durchgestrichen. Beeinträchtigt die Fähigkeit der Besetzung zu sehr. Sackgasse.
They considered even the most absurd forms of protection against the cloud. And I don't blame them.
Würde ich auch nicht. Alle hier irgendwie draufgegangen. Wo ist ein Zettel? Schutz gegen Fliegen, elektrische Verschleierung. Ja, schön. H-Blocks. Gut, nehme an, die Beleuchtung sagt mir, wo ich hin muss. So, Karte rein. Und 5. Oder B1.
So, you made it. Quicker than I thought. Let me invite you to the bridge, I suppose.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Brücke.
Dirac field. Ready to activate. Spherical thrower. Anti-protons.
Rahitra!
Here. Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
All right. Have it your way. Okay, I'm ready.
Ich mache hier irgendwelche komischen Sachen.
What am I looking at?
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter. Better switch to a closer one.
There's the Cyclops.
Great. Force field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
I'm shooting.
Okay.
The close range is dead.
No wonder. It's boiling over there.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, was er da tut.
Field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you.
Du willst jetzt damit wirklich alles kaputt machen.
Shit! I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
Ja,
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see anything? Probes.
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The long range works. The cloud has stopped attacking. The Cyclops is... Huh?
What is it doing? What did you see? Yasna!
The cloud won.
What? You said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. The circuits must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How? This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the Invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Rahitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... Just hold on for a moment. I'll find out.
wenn die Funkstation, um Kontakte aufzubauen. Engines, Communication.
Kondor, are you there? This is the commander of the IC Dragonfly unit. Astrogator.
Astrogator, this is Yasna. I managed to get to the Kondor's bridge. Rahitra and I led the attack on the cloud. But the Cyclops...
Failed?
Worse. The Cyclops got out of control and knocked down the probes.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Rahitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
Well, then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Kondor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Kondor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Dr. Not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rahitra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rahitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Wow.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. An amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this.
Okay, ich weiß noch nicht, ob das geil findet.
You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand, yes. Although it's hard to talk about revenge here. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. Probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. That's why I would consider this problem in the category of neutralization. Not vengeance. After all, nothing guarantees the flies will stay on Regis 3 if they continue to evolve.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Even if they were to master space navigation, wouldn't it take hundreds of thousands of years?
Millions of years, even, considering the evolutionary timeline. However, they could threaten humanity much sooner by sheer chance.
Not a chance I'm willing to take.
It's not over yet. If we factor in sheer chance, we might as well get killed by a meteor.
Ja.
No, Novik. It's not a meteor or an ocean or a storm. They don't hunt or degrade or cripple you mentally.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well,
Maschinen.
yes, sir. What do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react to radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
I'm mainly referring to other machines that evolved simultaneously on Regis 3. For instance, those structures we called the city, or the robots you uncovered at the excavation site. Who knows what kind of technology they had?
Uh-huh. And you're saying they were fighting each other?
Or competing is a better word. But yes.
I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Kraven's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the 6th planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis 3 had no living beings on board.
Only the machines survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation. But on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive. Exist. That's what evolution is all about. About selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power. Yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis 3.
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir. Do you agree?
Well?
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
What if we destroy their nests?
No, Ritra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, Only solar energy.
But what else could we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back.
How so? Your commander will swoop down from orbit and pick us up? Or do you have an extra ship up your sleeve?
I'm afraid none of these.
I was thinking about a saucer, or some other vehicle from the Kondor.
Don't count on it, Yasna. It's a miracle we arrived on that wreck of a saucer. Nothing else flies around here, I checked. Huh. I'm done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back. I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict. But what should I do now?
We no longer have any landers. So I hate to say it, but I can't help you.
Let's send a message to the Invincible. A short report on the status of the crew. And on our discoveries.
You should also introduce yourself as a member of the Commonwealth. It's better not to hide it, as it will only arouse suspicion.
Don't worry about that, Novik. It's up to me to make sure they understand everything. Now, let me check on the guys. I want to make sure they're stable. I hope we'll speak again, Astrogator.
Until then, Rahitra.
I'll join you soon.
No hurry, Yasna. Take your time.
So, he's gone.
Doctor. Yasna, it was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I know I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Sometimes. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm extremely grateful to you. You could have flown away so many times, yet you stayed with me until the end. Thank you.
You shouldn't thank me. It was my bounden duty as commander. My only regret is that I couldn't do more. And that some decisions...
Please don't blame yourself anymore. There's no point. Now Koval needs you. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Have a safe journey, Novik.
Thank you, yes. And... see you soon. Over and out.
Jo, bis dann. Ich bin mal gespannt, was das jetzt für ein Ende wird.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You look...
Like shit. I know.
really tired. That's what I meant to say.
Because you're trying to be polite. The undeniable truth is, I look and feel like shit. Will you close it for me?
Of course. Support and stimulants will help you.
I won't sleep. I can't. You know that. I have to endure somehow.
It won't get to that. Because I'll tell you everything all over again.
No, yes, no. I know me all too well. I won't believe the cloud can't be defeated. Or help you convince the Invincible's crew you're innocent. You'll end up in custody, and they'll just repeat our mistakes. It's a strange feeling. Remaining conscious in the hibernator.
You clearly haven't visited the infirmary often. This is a standard procedure for a long recovery.
Will you take another look at Landor and Spluskas?
I'm doing it now. Don't worry.
Thanks. Are you still wondering whether to go to the nest? This is probably your last chance. If you want to make it before the Invincible arrives, it would be good to have you here when they come.
No, I'm not going. I know it's a unique opportunity to get closer to this phenomenon, and I might never get another chance. But I've thought about it a lot, and I'd rather stay here with you. Now rest. You should save your strength for their arrival.
Ja. Noch ein paar Tage später.
Too heavy, hands become. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary.
Oh.
At last, they've arrived. Rahitra, do you hear? They're landing now. Rahitra?
Okay, ein Spiel von Starward Industries. Ich bin mit dem Ende ein bisschen überfordert. Viel Gerede, keine Atombombe, obwohl er sie alle scharf gemacht hat. Dann, ich hoffe, ich vergesse nichts und dann guckt sie nach ihm und reißt das Ding auf und alles Ende. Es ist ein komisches Ende, aber schöne Geschichte insgesamt. Schöner Planet. Schöne Orte, komplett unbekannte Orte. Klasse Geschichte. Von 11-Bit Studios gepublished. Ja. Seltsame Geschichte, wenig zu Leute, die rumlaufen, abgesehen vom Ende die drei. Beziehungsweise der eine, der noch klar denken konnte. Die anderen habe ich nur gehört, beziehungsweise passen nur rum. Ja. The Invincible. Ein Spiel von großartigen Leuten, die alle irgendwie komische Buchstaben haben, die ich nicht so richtig kenne. Die anderen Kollaboratoren. Ja, ich werde mir auf jeden Fall nochmal angucken, welche anderen Enden es gibt, weil irgendwie finde ich das jetzt nicht. Ich würde gerne sehen, was passiert, wenn die Atombomben fliegen. Ich würde gerne sehen, was passiert, wenn ich noch irgendwas anderes mache. Irgendwie das Gefühl, ich hätte jetzt zwei mögliche Enden gesehen. Ich konnte ja noch irgendwie zum Nest gehen, das wollte ich irgendwie nicht. Ich wollte da bleiben. Dann kommt jetzt die Invincible. Wollte ihn doch noch ein paar Tage später. Wahrscheinlich hat er wieder alles vergessen und ich bin die Böse. Danke für die Aufmerksamkeit. Bis zum nächsten Mal.